Here we are again with another match. This time we're going to see if Pikachu EX gets to keep his place. I've noticed that I have not heads. I've noticed that I have not been using him, and I want to get an idea. Heads always shreds, but I want to get an idea of if he's even worth having it or if I should replace it in the deck with something else. I have an idea or two about what I might replace it with, so we're going to attempt to give it a go today to see if it was worth anything. All right, we got a Let Kid kind of loaded up with a bunch of crap, but we do have Arven, so we're unfortunately going first. The opponent did have to mulligan. And Terra Orb, they could be playing like Eevee. That's probably what they're playing. Yeah, probably Eevee. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone in like Terra Pagos is playing Terra Orb to be able to search. I don't know why people don't understand how good Terra Orb is. There's a couple ways to use this thing, but we're going to find out what the opponent's playing here. Now, my plan is to just pop off of Arven, go get Nest Ball, get to Pikachu as fast as humanly possible. That is, of course, unless I draw a Nest Ball or an Ultra Ball, in which case I'm then going to just straight up use Arven to go get my generator. But they do have a bench and I don't. So if they take out Elect Kid in one turn, then, you know, that's just that. Nothing we could do about that. Let's see what happens. I do draw. It's an energy, unfortunately. We're in. They've got a Hoot and a Fez. Draw, Max Rod. This is not going well. What am I going to put the energy on a Let Kid? I just got to end my turn and hope they can't kill me immediately. That was not the greatest hand to get. What do we have here? Obviously, they can't evolve. You know, it's the first turn and all that, so. But they can definitely set up their board with a Buddy Poffin and a couple things. Speak of the devil. As I thought, it's Eevee. Sounds about right. So is this going to be like Eevee Terra Pagos or something? They got the Fan Rotom, or they could be using the Fan Rotom to get more Eevees. Yep, to get more Eevees and Noctiles. So it looks like we're probably playing like Flareon EX. That could be a thing. I think I might have seen someone playing Vaporeon at one point, but I wouldn't suggest playing Vaporeon against my deck. So it's probably Flareon. Obviously, they cannot attack because no one attacks on the first turn other than me. All right. Well then, Nest Ball it is because by God. We'll also grab this Vitality Band because also by God. Nest Ball. With the Nest Ball, we'll grab this Miraidon, throw that on the bench. Let's go in for the Tandem unit. Gotta get something started, right? Grab another Miraidon and grab Pachirisu. You already know how this goes. Then we'll go in for another Tandem unit to grab and put onto the bench. Now they're going to be going EX heavy. I'm up and down about Iron Hands. Iron Hands can deal 160 damage, which is a nice amount. But you know, I guess it depends. If they're playing Flareon, it only does what, like 130, is it? I'll grab Pikachu because that was the point. I'm going to attempt Iron Hands and see what happens. Not a good idea, but I'm going to go for it. All right, so we'll throw those on the bench, right? We would then proceed to put a, this is going to be weird, put a Vitality Band on a Let Kid, put an Energy onto Pikachu, and gets to swinging. For a Crackling Shot to deal 30 damage to one opponent's Pokemon, I'm going to choose Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot is weak to electricity, so that's going to do 60. But then it'll turn into 70 and then 80 due to the Vitality Band making me do 10 more, so it's 40 doubled. And I take the first prize. Got a generator off the prizes. How nice. All right, so they're going to put out an Eevee. Most likely one to die, but it could just be that they're going to evolve right now. I do have an electricity generator, so my plan here, right, if they don't take out Elect Kid, is to get the generator, you know, power up a Pikachu, boss up their Fez, kill that, and take 2 more prizes, and just put them in a really bad position. Another Hoot Hoot. All right, they need to evolve right now into the evolution. Do they have it? They've got an Arven. Now, mind you, they're going to probably use Arven to get their Terra Orb. To get their evolution, which, yep, then we'll allow them to evolve one of their Hoots into a Noctowl to go search out whatever other card they may need. The question is, what trainer will they search with that? It's Flareon, as I thought. All right, they'll evolve into the Flareon. They're doing it in the active, so they're probably a water energy. I guess since they're like, well, I can't take out, you know, their Flareon in one shot anyway, they can afford to wait. I understand. Going for the Noctowl. They already used Arven, so grabbing a Crispin isn't going to really change anything. Now, I feel like they might be hiding a Iono in their hand. Under depths. All right, they're getting a big field here. All right, another Terra Orb. Look at them. They're cooking. Spicy. All right, getting another Flareon. Always a good time. Always a good time. They're going for that Flareon. Oh, they could put down the A-Spec to make it so the Flareon can swing immediately. There's Under Depths. Okay. Buddy Puffin. They don't know I got this sweet, sweet Lavencia in my hand. You know, I got this clean Lavencia in my hand waiting for you. Yo, shout out to Pokélily, you know, for that one. Pokélily 222. She actually, she used that line and it cracked me up. So I got this sweet Lavencia for you right here. Okay, well, that takes out Elect Kid, that's for sure. And of course, allows her to ramp, allows him, her. I didn't even pay attention to what gender the person was, but it's fine because whatever. But allows them to ramp up, their other Flareon. Pikachu, this was about you. But now I'm wondering if it's even worth going into you, because in order to ramp you up, I'm going to have to put someone else out there. Iron Hands, you might have to eat this one, buddy boys. All right, Pachirisu. Just know I've always loved you. All right, Iron Hands was not a good idea. Should definitely put out a free retreater. There was literally no other reason to do anything else. I'll eat that one, guys. I know better. What I will do, though, is we're going to play Electricity Generator. Miss. Because, of course, you know, there's no other way that could go. Fine. We'll go... should have done the deck thinning first. All right, I'm playing a little weird here. That's my fault. I know better than to be doing that type stuff. All right, we're going to get this free retreat, which I should have done last turn. Lavencia, because to hell with your board. A lot of these games I end up throwing, I've noticed, thanks to trying weird stuff. But there's only one way I'm going to find out. Now, concerning the pathway I use to play my cards, sequencing, sometimes I suck at sequencing. Which is crazy because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have to sequence things right because everything's so specific. But somehow in Pokemon, I always sequence incorrectly, and I don't know how I manage it. Obviously, that sucks. We're going to put this here. Now Pikachu won't have enough to take out their Pokemon, which does suck. So we're going to go Norman. Draw. Well, that helps a bit. That actually sucks a little bit, as you can imagine. I can't attack anyway, so let's go boxed order. They either have an Iono right now, or I'm going to ramp to the all high heavens. So boxed order ends your turn by searching you 2 items. If I couldn't attack anyway, then I'll count that as my attack, if you will. And that's how I look at cards that end your turn. Now, if I get Iono, I am like a dead man. Or they go into the Gravity Mountain, which could come into play. You know, because I do play Palmot, but I'm not focusing on Palmot this time, so, you know. It's whatever. They're going to go into Noctowl again. Grab another 2. I would imagine they're going to get a boss's orders to try to put some damage on my Pikachu. Yeah, that's the goal. Go boss's orders. Bring up my Pikachu. I do have an electric energy, so I'm still going to take out their Fez. Now, they might have the electric energy in hand to just straight up take out Pikachu. Dang! 280. Oh, right. Because they already have the second energy on. Well, there goes that plan, I would say. Huh. That's unfortunate. All right. I still have a chance at this. I'm kind of throwing this, but I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying. All right. Elect Kid, Arven. All right. Let's max Rod. I get up to 5 Pokemon and energies back from the drop. Let's grab it all. Literally everything that's in my drop back. We will then go... That is hilarious. All right, we'll put our Pikachu back on the bench and try this again. We'll go Electricity Generator. Put only 1, because of course. Okay, that's fine. We go for our second electricity generator. Don't miss. Oh, 2. I will gladly take those. All right, put that there. I don't have the ability to take out anything that's like higher than 220. Like I'd have to 2-hit those. And that's frustrating, as you can imagine. They could kill me with a boss. All right, well, Pikachu's ramped all the way up. It do be what it do be. What we will do, though, is we will put a little bit of that energy on Iron Hands real quick. Or let's Ultra Ball. Discarding 2 cards. Discarding these 2 electric energies. To go get whoever I need. I'm going to grab Palmont. Not EX, but this Palmont. All right. I don't have the room to put it down, obviously. But I do have a Levincia. I ain't want that. Levincia will add back 2 lightning energies. I'll grab those 2 back so the Ultra Ball is free. Always a good time. Always a good time. All right. From there, we're going to Boss's orders up their Pheasantipity. All right. Not that it matters with the amount of cards in their hand. We'll swap out the Pikachu. And we will take out the Fez to just get ourselves a quick 2 prizes. Bang! Dynamic Bolt, baby! Flip a coin. If tails, I'll lose all my energy. But heads always shreds, they say. So, I'll take 2 of them things. Electric Generator. Pulling randomly from the prizes has helped me immensely, I'll have you know. But that does reload their attack. So, they're going to hit me with the 280. I'm not going to have a way to really win this. That's due to my sequencing, though. I chose the sequence incorrectly. I'll eat that, guys. I apologize. I know I could do better than that. I'm going to try Pikachu one more time in another game. And we'll see if, you know, I can get this thing to work. But I've got to work if that's the case. I've got to work it correctly. So I'm going to take my Pikachu out. Maybe I should invest in a big charm or something. So people can't just Oko my Miraidons and Pikachus and all that so easily. So I'm thinking about that. Comment down below if you think I should actually play Big Charm. If you think that'd be something worthy of playing and how I could probably get it in. Well, there goes Pikachu, that's for sure. Well, Elect Kid, you go up, of course. That's pretty devastating. We're going to draw. Yep. There's kind of no other way to win. But at the very least, what we can do. And he's got that other one over there. He's probably got the energy waiting in the hand, I would imagine. So we'll go for the generator anyway. We did get the 2. Can't go wrong with that. That's all right. Yep. Put those right there. That is unfortunate. Ideas. All right, put that. We'll throw that on you. We're going to swap out to you since it doesn't matter. One more, you know, hit and I lose. So we'll put that there. Hand disruption would solve a lot of my problems too. I should probably get into that a little bit. Grab a candy. All right. Photon Blaster. I'm pretty sure in their hand, they're going to have a water energy or a boss's orders to bring this one to a close. I probably could have done a little better than that for sure. If I had sequenced that better, I should have definitely. If the point was to put out Pikachu, there was no reason for me to be testing out Iron Hands and all that. Iron Hands is just, he's really good for paralyzing the opponent and possibly buying me another turn, though. I can say that. Yeah, and that will do it. That is the game. I got to take the L there. That's unfortunate. All right, all right. I'll be back, guys.